What's going on? We are getting ready to head down to the Heron compound to race the 85SX. We're actually racing with Southeast MiniMoto. First time riding with this particular organization, but not my first time riding with these fellas. They've been in operation a couple of years now, I believe. Raced with them at the Barber events, at the small bore events, RIP. I've had this on track one time. This will be my first actual race with it. We're going to be racing it in the Super Mini class, and it is really quick, but I don't know how it'll stand up with like 150Rs. I rode with one of my buddies who has an Ovale 190, and it's very hard to keep up with it at the Heron compound. So we'll see. We're going to let it run here, let it get warm, but I'm going to take you guys along with loading up, if that's all right with you. This is also my TTR 125, my little training tool. Just put a battery in it, but the button doesn't start for some reason, so we'll figure that out a little later. We'll let Fred Durst quit. Oh, there we go. So the specs on the trailer, it's a 7x14 Vinos, 1500, 5.3, nothing too crazy, and it pulls it just fine. I wouldn't say it pulls it super well. The best miles per gallon I get on this thing is about 13 average, but I usually sit around 11, which is really disappointing sometimes. It is a tandem axle, so it does pull very, very well, but being that it just doesn't, I don't get the gas mileage that I'd really love to get. It's the only downfall about it. Backing, it's pretty nice. But, you know, I got this because I wanted to get something to sleep in to stay at the track, so I didn't have to go spend, you know, the $100, $200 on a hotel. Okay, welcome. Bedding and stuff's all in here. It's all put away in a single container, even though it barely fits. Canopies, pit set up, right? Got my spare. And you'll see what I'm about to do with this modular setup here in just a second. But for the most part, everything has a place. Do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. Not super dirty, because I try to keep it taken care of. This toolbox is a Harbor Freight toolbox. There's nothing really special about it, other than the fact that it's got wheels on it. I always wanted to figure out a way to carry my tools, you know, not have to have like 2 sets of tools or make like a bunch of trips loading, unloading. And this is what I came up with, and it's turned out to be one of the best like ideas like I've had. Now I do like the fixed counters and the fixed toolboxes and stuff that a lot of guys have in their Vinos, but this for me just works. Really love riding this bike. So this is kind of it. It's what it looks like loaded up. So we finally made it. We're watching some MotoGP. Getting ready to call tonight. So this is the home away from home, right? Call tonight. Get ready for tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Just got done registering, teching with Southeast MiniMoto. Got the transponders. It's just a mess in here. For those curious, the trailer did sleep pretty well. It's 70 degrees in here, 60 outside. Give her the first warm up of the day here. Oh my God, this is really... It's really chilly to get out there this morning, so kind of waited a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. It's 14. What a run. Didn't really get too much heat in the tires. Good, it's good. Let's check the pressure. What, man, this thing just feels like it is on rails. Don't need much. Oh yeah, that's way better. One of the few things I've yet to do on this bike is start it, like launch it. Not the best launch. Bad, but not great. About to go into practice, and, oh yeah, qualifying. Well, no, this is practice. About to go into qualifying. So I just want to take a quick second and talk about this incident. One, Trevor wanted to see it. I wanted to see it after the race to see exactly what happened. And two, to teach you guys a little bit about it. This was the heat race, and as we leave 2, getting ready to go into 3, from what I remember, I just got stuck on the throttle. I was nowhere near to set up a pass. I wasn't trying to pass him. I was going to sit behind him, follow him for a few laps, and pick him out. And as I'm coming out of 2, I get into the power band. As I try to roll off and get on the brakes, I get stuck on the throttle. The way it was, just part of my glove caught it. I still can't figure it out. It shot me on the inside of Trevor, and I was hoping, please let us just bounce off one another. Please just let us bump and let that be the end of it. Unfortunately, what it looks like happened, the reason we got taken out and we hit the ground so quick is because my outside handlebar ran up on the inside of his inside handlebar, his right side handlebar, and it caused us to lose both of our front ends and go straight to the asphalt. We're both okay. We hopped up. He hopped up extremely quick. Now that I'm looking at the footage, just a couple sore muscles, sores and aches, big bruise, big sore ego on my end. We're both all right. I was able to continue and finish the race. Trevor's bike, you know, he was not able to finish the race. He couldn't get it started back up. So that's how quick incidents can happen on the track. They can happen at no fault of your own. You can do everything right and things still can go wrong on the track. That's just the nature of the sport. Trevor was a good sportsman about it. Thank you again, Trevor, for accepting my apology. And guys, hope you learned from it, right? Now that we know what sort of happened as well. Go out there, ride safe, you know, have fun, but just always know things can happen when you're racing like this. All right, so that's a wrap. We're heading back home, filling up, topping off. It's gonna be kind of a long drive, I'm afraid. But yeah, good day. Ended up coming home with some hardware. A little second place after some issues. One of mine being unfortunately crashing into another rider. Sorry, Trevor. But yeah, we're gonna head on out. If you guys like this video, obviously be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you got any questions about racing, riding, anything like that, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them.